All I got today is my 100-foot rope, my flasher, my float, chum bag, and my 120 Pathos laser with a 50-meter reel on it, which should get me into all kinds of trouble. So this was my first drop of the day. It was a lot deeper than I was expecting. I was just gonna do a warm-up drop and just hit the bottom and swim back up. But as I got to the bottom and looked over my shoulder, there's this huge 20-pound uku rolling right up to me. As he was swimming away, I knew this was my only chance. So I took a shot at him, hoping to string his tail, but my gun wasn't powered up enough and I just nicked him. When I get back to the top, as I'm breathing up for my next drop, the biggest school of kamanus I'd ever seen comes to check me out. That huge school of kamanus was so mental. I've never seen anything like that. That was such a crazy experience I got to swim with them. I decided to not even shoot one, even though they're one of my favorite fish to eat. So now I'm hunting a bit shallower, and this smaller 4 to 5 pound uku comes to check me out. But after seeing that 20 pounder, I can't even shoot this guy. It just seems so small, so I just throw him the shaka instead. Hoping the big daddy comes back. I know he's around somewhere. So I keep looking over my shoulder just to make sure none's creeping up behind me. I decide to pray to the sand gods to please bring him in. I look back at this uku and now I'm thinking, man, he's not that bad. He's definitely a shooter, but I already threw him the shaka, so I gotta let him go. I still have a full bag of chum, so I decided to head out to the blue and try my chances out there. Now I've been chumming the water for about an hour and I haven't seen anything. It's been completely dead. This is my first ono, but he's super skittish. I've got 2 sharks behind me that just been pounding my palu the past hour, so the ono's not having it. I decided to just kind of chill and keep my eye on the sharks, see what happens. And out of nowhere, this fat 50 to 60 pound shibi starts whacking my chum. I'm just tripping out watching him eat, kind of looking around to see if there's anything smaller. Not thinking too much of it because I definitely don't want to shoot him on my tiny reel gun. he just ripped the gun out of my hand. But then out of nowhere, he comes right under me. And I'm like, okay, swimming away. And then he turns back towards me and I decide to take a shot at him. And I actually frame by frame that, and I nicked him right on the tail. My shaft just like bounced off his tail. It was a pretty far shot, but I'm glad I missed him. So now I have 0 fish. I got 2 tail shots off, and I am not going home empty-handed. I decided to smash some Mahalo, so I got some backup dinner just in case. After I smashed this Opelo, I noticed a mahi down deep at the bottom of my flasher. So I clip on my 3-prong. I make a bunch of commotion. I unclip my gun from my belt and take a drop skis on him. I try to intercept him over here, but he's pretty skittish and once again swimming away, so I am not taking another tail shot on him. I just try and chill and watch his next move. I can tell he's pretty curious because he's not booking it away. He makes a little turn right here, and then I notice a nice little school. So I throw some palu on the top. I take another drop. And this guy on the left right there was a nice size, but this one in the back starts to approach me. So this time I make sure to put a clean shot in him. He ended up fighting me for about 5 minutes, and then I finally got him in. While I was admiring him and getting him on my kui, the most majestical creature rolls up to check out my flasher. Oh man, I just love those so much. I went back to chum in the waters for about an hour and a half and it was completely dead skis. And then out of nowhere, I see this fat uku whacking the chum deep, deep, deep down below. So I do a fat breathe up, take another drop skis. And begin my journey to the depths. While I was breathing up, I made sure to set the pre-tension a little bit tighter so my gun's more powerful. And I'm just watching this guy's every move. He just keeps swimming down lower and lower, eating the chum pieces down deeper and deeper. And then I notice he eats his last piece on the left and there's only one more piece on the right. So my plan is to intercept him when he goes to eat it. And then the freaking Opelu whacks it. So now there's no more chum and I gotta just close the distance. I know I got a good holding shot. Right now the only thing I'm worried about is getting back to the surface and sharks eating my uku. But instead of fighting the uku, I let him run, but I just keep a little bit of tension on him so he can't go too much deeper. And I just focus on getting back to the surface. Boom, back on the surface. And now I just pull this guy up as quickly as I can without making crazy aggressive tears on the fish. I thought for sure this barracuda was going to try and snap my guy. Nice 16-pounder. And a 14-pound mahi. Woo-wee! What an incredible dive that was. Stoked I got the mahi and the uku. I'm glad no big freaking massive onos rolled up. I hate shooting big onos on a tiny reel gun. So dangerous. Stoked I missed that big shibi. That was pretty stupid to take a shot on it, but hey, you never know. But the highlight for sure for me today was swimming with that whale shark. That was just freaking incredible. That massive school of kamanus. I've never seen one that big before. And that little tiny kagami, right when I jumped in, I never see kagamis. It was just such an insane day. I'll go grab the uku and the mahi. Yes, eating freaking good tonight. Phew. Stoked. Right when I shot that big uku, I just went in instantly. Get that bad boy on ice. I'm a stickler when it comes to getting fish on ice. But anyways, be safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Chew!